We're not a hockey family. We don't have anybody who's ever played before. Elliot had a friend who was an elite soccer player and wanted somebody to come along for Girls Give Hockey a Try. So Elliot went along, and we expected the other kid to be the one who loved it, and she hated it. And Elliot came home with the enrollment form and said, "Mom, I want to do this." And we were like, okay. So hockey it is. Somewhere in probably his 13th year, things were pretty black for Elliot. And it was really difficult as a parent, looking back, am I being successful when my child is going through something very difficult? I'm not sure at what point Elliot even could articulate to himself what was happening. But at some point he came to my husband and I and said, you know, we need to talk. I'm a boy. Okay, that was a surprise to say the least.
I recognized at that moment that it was enormous, and that we were going to have to go talk to a counselor and have all of us as a family begin to process this monumental change in our lives. Really, from that moment, things improved. That was the unveiling of the darkness.
I went to Coach Amanda to find out, are we going to lose hockey? Which was going to be a very difficult decision. Do we live true to my son's gender, or do we lose hockey, potentially? Well, turned out we didn't have to make a choice.
When Marlena approached me, it was a little bit cryptic at first, and I wasn't really sure what I was going to hear from her, but when she brought it to me, I was actually really excited. And I think that a neat thing for a program with what's going on politically in this world, and even in our hockey community, and how things are transitioning. I think it was a great opportunity for us to show what we can do for kids like Elliot making this transition, and that we can create a community and support system.
I feel like the dynamic of the team has been positively impacted because, in sort of the spirit of hockey, what I really appreciate more than anything is that I coached this team last year, and this year nothing changed. So when they're on the ice, they're players. And we expect the exact same thing from everybody. Respect the game, respect yourself, respect your opponents, respect your teammates, work hard, have fun. And I think that as a parent and as a coach, I believe in the concept of constructive selfishness, which is that the best way you help everybody around you is by making the most of yourself. And so for Elliot, if coming out was an important thing that helped him develop as a person, then there's no downside to that. The only thing that can happen is positive. So I think the impact has been completely positive because we've got one more player finding their way.
He still works just as hard as the rest of us. He still plays just like the rest of us. He still puts on that jersey just like all the rest of us. And I played on guys teams before, I played on girls teams before. We're all hockey people. Why should gender have an issue in that? He's still the same kid he was before, and he's still the same player that he is now. And that's not going to change.
It's much better seeing him play post-transition because he's definitely less stressed. It's less of a panic and more of, hey, now I can actually relax and play hockey. The acceptance and care as a team and being able to come together is really individual and amazing from them and from the club.
Hockey has played such a huge part in my life in the past 3 years. It's really an outlet for all of my emotions, and nothing matters on the ice. I can just be out there as a player playing the game rather than a boy or a girl or anything. I don't have to think about any of that stuff because hockey just has no gender. Hockey is everything in my life right now.